Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching always. Today, I'm going to tell you some deep facts about February. First, let's start with the etymology of February. Please take your time, relax, and listen. Unraveling the intriguing origins of February, a journey through time. February, the second month of the year, holds a plethora of fascinating facts and historical anecdotes within its etymology. Despite being one of the shorter months, it boasts a rich linguistic heritage that stretches back millennia, revealing connections to ancient rituals, Roman emperors, and even the whims of the lunar calendar. Join me on a journey through time as we delve into the detailed etymology of February. To understand the origins of February, we must first explore its name. The word February is derived from the Latin term februarius, which itself has roots in the word februm, meaning purification or purging. This association with purification is deeply ingrained in the month's history, harkening back to ancient Roman traditions. In the early Roman calendar, February was the last month of the year. This placement was significant as it marked a period of transition and preparation for the upcoming agricultural season. The Romans believed in the importance of purification rituals to cleanse the city and its inhabitants before the start of the new year in March. Thus, February became synonymous with rituals of purification and cleansing. One of the most notable purification ceremonies celebrated in February was the Lupercalia festival. This ancient Roman festival, held from February 13th to 15th, was dedicated to Lupercus, the god of shepherds, and Faunus, the god of fertility. During Lupercalia, priests known as Luperci would gather at the sacred cave where, according to legend, the she-wolf had nursed Romulus and Remus, the legendary founders of Rome. The priests would sacrifice goats and dogs, and then, using strips of the sacrificial animals' hides, they would run through the streets of Rome, lightly slapping women and crops with the hides. It was believed that this act of purification would ensure fertility and ward off evil spirits, thus safeguarding the city's prosperity. The association of February with purification persisted, even as the Roman calendar underwent reforms. In 45 BC, Julius Caesar introduced the Julian calendar, aligning the Roman calendar more closely with the solar year. February retained its position as the second month, albeit with some adjustments to its length to accommodate the solar cycle. Despite these changes, the month remained tied to themes of cleansing and renewal. Interestingly, February's length fluctuated over time. In the original Roman calendar, February had 29 days, but every second year, it had 28 days. This discrepancy arose from the Roman practice of intercalation, the periodic insertion of an additional month, known as Mercedonius, to realign the lunar calendar with the solar year. Mercedonius was inserted after February 23rd in years, when the calendar fell out of sync with the seasons. However, this system proved to be imprecise, leading to confusion and inconsistency in determining the length of February. The modern-day Gregorian calendar, introduced by Pope Gregory Choi in 1582, sought to address these issues by refining the system of leap years. Under the Gregorian calendar, February typically has 28 days, with an extra day added in leap years to keep the calendar synchronized with the solar year. This adjustment brought greater stability and accuracy to the calendar, ensuring that February's length remains consistent from year to year. Beyond its association with purification and calendrical adjustments, February has left its mark on history in other ways. It serves as the backdrop for various cultural celebrations and observances around the world. In the United States and Canada, February is recognized as Black History Month, a time to honor the achievements and contributions of African Americans throughout history. In China, February marks the celebration of the Lunar New Year, a vibrant festival steeped in tradition and symbolism. These diverse cultural observances highlight the significance of February as a time for reflection, remembrance, and celebration. In conclusion, the etymology of February offers a fascinating glimpse into the ancient rituals, traditions, and historical events that have shaped this month over the centuries. From its origins in Roman purification ceremonies to its evolution through calendar reforms, February continues to captivate our imagination and inspire reflection on the passage of time. So, the next time you flip the calendar to February, take a moment to appreciate the rich tapestry of history woven into its very name. There seem to be various events depending on the region. In Japan, there is an event where beans are thrown. Are there any special events happening where you live that can't be seen elsewhere? Now, let's talk about birthstones. Please take your time, relax, and listen. The intriguing tale of Amethyst, February's enigmatic birthstone. Nestled snugly in the heart of winter, February welcomes its inhabitants with a chilly embrace. But amidst the frosty air lies a gemstone that radiates warmth and beauty, the captivating amethyst. As the birthstone for February, amethyst holds a storied past filled with legends, symbolism, and fascinating properties that have captivated hearts and minds for centuries. Amethyst, a member of the quartz family, derives its name from the Greek word amethystos, meaning not intoxicated. Ancient Greeks believed that wearing amethyst or drinking from vessels carved from it could protect one from drunkenness, a belief that permeated various cultures throughout history. This association with sobriety earned amethyst a place of honor among royalty and religious figures, who often adorned themselves with the gem to signify their virtuous restraint. One of the most intriguing aspects of amethyst lies in its mesmerizing purple hue, ranging from delicate lilacs to deep violets. This enchanting coloration is attributed to the presence of iron impurities within the quartz crystal structure. However, the exact conditions required to produce such vivid shades remain a topic of scientific inquiry, adding an air of mystery to the gem's allure. Throughout the ages, amethyst has been revered for its purported metaphysical properties, believed to promote clarity of mind, spiritual enlightenment, and inner peace. Ancient Egyptians adorned their tombs with amethyst to assist the departed in their journey to the afterlife, while medieval Europeans crafted intricate amulets and talismans to ward off malevolent forces and promote healing. In addition to its mystical qualities, amethyst has also played a significant role in the realm of fashion and jewelry design. From regal crowns to delicate pendants, artisans have long prized amethyst for its versatility and timeless elegance. Its affordability and widespread availability have made it a beloved choice for both everyday wear and special occasions, ensuring its enduring popularity across generations. Beyond its ornamental uses, amethyst has found applications in various industries, including alternative medicine and crystal therapy. Advocates claim that placing amethyst crystals in living spaces can purify the surrounding energy and promote emotional well-being, although scientific evidence supporting these assertions remains limited. The journey of amethyst from its formation deep within the Earth's crust to its place of prominence in human culture is a testament to the enduring fascination with this enigmatic gemstone. Geological processes spanning millions of years give rise to the exquisite crystals prized by collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. From humble beginnings as molten rock to the glittering treasures adorning museum exhibits, each amethyst bears witness to the remarkable forces that shape our planet. One of the most renowned sources of amethyst is the South American country of Brazil, which boasts an abundance of high-quality specimens, coveted by gemstone connoisseurs. Brazilian amethysts exhibit a rich, deep coloration that sets them apart from their counterparts found elsewhere in the world. The state of Minas Gerais, in particular, is renowned for its prolific amethyst deposits, drawing miners and enthusiasts alike to its rugged landscapes in search of precious treasures. In recent years, sustainable mining practices have gained traction within the gemstone industry, with an emphasis on minimizing environmental impact and promoting ethical labor standards. Organizations such as the Responsible Jewelry Council work to ensure that gemstone extraction and processing adhere to stringent guidelines aimed at safeguarding both the natural world and the communities dependent on these resources. As society continues to evolve, so too does our relationship with gemstones like amethyst, which serve as both decorative embellishments and potent symbols of our cultural heritage. Whether adorning the fingers of a newlywed couple or gracing the shelves of a crystal enthusiast's collection, amethyst continues to exert its timeless charm, bridging the gap between the past and the present with effortless grace. In conclusion, the tale of amethyst is one of enduring allure and timeless elegance, woven through the fabric of human history with threads of myth, legend, and scientific inquiry. From its origins deep within the earth to its place of honor as February's beloved birthstone, Amethyst continues to captivate hearts and minds with its radiant beauty and enigmatic allure. As we gaze upon the mesmerizing hues of this remarkable gemstone, we are reminded of the profound connections that bind us to the natural world and the enduring legacy of wonder and fascination that transcends time itself. What did you think about birthstones? By the way, I was born in September, so my name is Sapphire. Now, the next story is Groundhog Day. Please take your time, relax, and listen. The phenomenon behind Groundhog Day. A quirky tradition with roots in ancient wisdom, Groundhog Day, celebrated annually on February 2nd, is a unique tradition that captivates not only Americans, but also people around the world. While it may seem like a lighthearted affair centered around a furry meteorological prognosticator, there's more to this quirky holiday than meets the eye. Behind the festivities lies a fascinating blend of folklore, meteorology, and cultural significance, making Groundhog Day a truly intriguing phenomenon. The origin of Groundhog Day can be traced back to ancient European traditions, particularly the pagan festival of Imbolc, celebrated midway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Imbolc marked the beginning of spring's approach and was associated with weather divination. It was believed that the behavior of certain animals, such as badgers or bears emerging from hibernation, could predict the weather and determine the arrival of spring. The tradition evolved over time, blending with Christian customs and migrating to North America with European settlers. In the early 19th century, German immigrants in Pennsylvania introduced the groundhog as the weather forecaster of choice, a tradition derived from the European lore surrounding hedgehogs. The groundhog or woodchuck was deemed to possess weather-sensing abilities, and thus the modern iteration of Groundhog Day was born. The most famous Groundhog Day ceremony takes place in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where Punxsutawney Phil, the official groundhog, emerges from his burrow at Gobbler's Knob. According to tradition, if Phil sees his shadow upon emerging, it is believed that there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If not, it signifies an early spring. Thousands of spectators gather each year to witness this spectacle, and the event is broadcasted live, further cementing its status as a cultural phenomenon. But what makes Groundhog Day truly fascinating is its intersection of folklore with meteorology. While the idea of a groundhog predicting the weather may seem whimsical, there's a grain of truth to it. In regions like Pennsylvania, where Punxsutawney Phil resides, February, weather patterns can indeed provide some insight into the coming weeks of winter. The presence or absence of shadows on Groundhog Day may be correlated with cloud cover, which in turn can be indicative of weather patterns. While it's far from a precise science, there's a certain charm in using folklore as a lens through which to view meteorology. Beyond its meteorological implications, Groundhog Day has also transcended its origins to become a cultural touchstone. It has inspired countless references in popular culture, from the classic 1993 film Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray, to various TV shows, books, and even video games. The concept of reliving the same day over and over has become a metaphor for the human experience, prompting philosophical reflections on time, existence, and personal growth. Moreover, Groundhog Day serves as a welcome respite during the dreary winter months. Its festivities inject a sense of whimsy and community spirit into an otherwise cold and dark season, whether it's participating in local celebrations, indulging in Groundhog Day-themed treats, or simply sharing in the anticipation of Punxsutawney Phil's prediction. The holiday brings people together in a shared experience of joy and camaraderie. In recent years, Groundhog Day has also taken on new dimensions, with efforts to promote environmental awareness and conservation. Organizations like the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club have emphasized the importance of protecting wildlife habitats and preserving the natural world for future generations. Through educational initiatives and eco-friendly practices, Groundhog Day has evolved into more than just a quirky tradition. It's a platform for promoting environmental stewardship and sustainability. As we reflect on the phenomenon of Groundhog Day, it's clear that its appeal lies in its ability to blend ancient wisdom with modern sensibilities. It's a celebration rooted in folklore and tradition, yet adaptable enough to resonate with contemporary audiences. Whether you view it as a whimsical diversion, a meteorological curiosity, or a cultural touchstone, Groundhog Day continues to captivate and delight people around the world, reminding us of the enduring power of tradition, community, and the enduring hope for an early spring. What memories do you have of Groundhog Day? Now, the next story is about Valentine's Day. The origins and evolution of Valentine's Day, a journey through time, love, and tradition. Valentine's Day, celebrated annually on February 14th, is a day cherished by lovers around the world. It's a time for expressing affection, exchanging tokens of love, and celebrating romantic relationships. However, beyond the heart-shaped chocolates and bouquets of roses lies a rich tapestry of history, tradition, and quirky facts that make Valentine's Day a fascinating holiday. The origins of Valentine's Day can be traced back to ancient Rome, where the feast of Lupercalia was celebrated in mid-February. This pagan festival honored Lupercus, the god of fertility, and was marked by rituals involving fertility rites and matchmaking. One such ritual involved young men drawing the names of women from a jar, pairing them together for the duration of the festival, and often leading to marriages. As Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire, the pagan traditions of Lupercalia began to be phased out. In the 5th century, Pope Gelasius I replaced Lupercalia with Saint Valentine's Day, honoring one or more Christian martyrs named Valentine, who were believed to have been executed by the Roman Emperor Claudius II. However, the exact identity of Saint Valentine remains shrouded in mystery, with several legends surrounding his life and deeds. One popular legend suggests that Saint Valentine was a priest who defied Emperor Claudius' decree banning marriage for young men, secretly performing marriages for couples in love. Another legend portrays Saint Valentine as a compassionate figure who sent love letters to his jailer's daughter, signing them, "From your Valentine," thus laying the groundwork for the tradition of sending Valentine's Day cards. The association between Valentine's Day and romantic love gained prominence in the Middle Ages, when the concept of courtly love flourished in European literature. Poets like Geoffrey Chaucer and William Shakespeare romanticized the holiday in their works, solidifying its status as a celebration of romantic affection. The exchange of handwritten love notes became popular in the 18th century, with commercially printed Valentine's Day cards appearing in the 19th century. These cards often featured elaborate designs, sentimental verses, and intricate craftsmanship, becoming a cherished token of affection exchanged between lovers. In addition to cards, other Valentine's Day traditions have emerged over the years. One such tradition is the giving of flowers, particularly red roses, which have long been associated with love and passion. The tradition of giving chocolates on Valentine's Day also has historical roots, with chocolate being considered an aphrodisiac since ancient times. Today, Valentine's Day has evolved into a global phenomenon, celebrated in various ways across different cultures. In Japan, for example, it is customary for women to give gifts of chocolate to men on Valentine's Day, with men reciprocating on White Day, celebrated on March 14th. In South Korea, Valentine's Day is celebrated not only by couples but also by friends, with singles often gathering to eat noodles together in a tradition known as Black Day on April 14th. Despite its commercialization and varying cultural interpretations, Valentine's Day remains a beloved holiday that inspires expressions of love and affection worldwide. Whether it's through handwritten notes, romantic dinners, or grand gestures, the spirit of Valentine's Day continues to bring people together in celebration of love. So the next time you exchange Valentine's Day cards or indulge in heart-shaped chocolates, take a moment to appreciate the rich history and traditions behind this beloved holiday. From its ancient origins to its modern-day celebrations, Valentine's Day is a testament to the enduring power of love in all its forms. Valentine's Day has such a history. What will Valentine's Day be like this year? Now, this is the last story. Please take your time, relax, and listen. Fun fact about February, the curious history of leap year. February, the shortest month of the year, is often overshadowed by its lengthier counterparts, but lurking within its 28 days or 29 in leap years, lies a fascinating anomaly that has captivated minds for centuries: the enigmatic leap year. To understand the quirkiness of leap years, we must journey back through the annals of time to ancient civilization, grappling with the complexities of lunar and solar calendars. The Egyptians, Babylonians, and Greeks all attempted to synchronize their calendars with the natural rhythms of the heavens, but it was the Romans who left the indelible mark on our modern system. The Romans initially operated on a lunar calendar, which consisted of 355 days spread across 12 lunar months. However, this lunar calendar fell out of sync with the solar year, leading to chaotic inconsistencies in agricultural and religious festivals. To rectify this discrepancy, Julius Caesar in 45 BC implemented the Julian calendar, a solar-based system with 365 days divided into 12 months. Yet, the Julian calendar wasn't perfect. It miscalculated the solar year by approximately 11 minutes and 14 seconds, a seemingly negligible amount, but one that compounded over centuries. This discrepancy resulted in a misalignment between the calendar year and the astronomical year, creating a discrepancy of roughly 1 day every 128 years. Enter February and its leap year antics. To correct the drifting calendar, Julius Caesar introduced the concept of the leap year. Every 4 years, an additional day, February 29th, was inserted into the calendar. This adjustment compensated for the accumulating fractional days, ensuring a closer alignment with the solar year. The decision to tack on an extra day to February was not arbitrary. February, named after the Latin term februm, meaning purification, was the last month of the Roman calendar. It seemed fitting to extend this month, imbued with the symbolism of purification and renewal, to maintain temporal order. Despite Caesar's efforts, the Julian calendar still overestimated the solar year by roughly 11 minutes and 14 seconds. Over centuries, this discrepancy accumulated, pushing the vernal equinox earlier in the calendar year. By the 16th century, the vernal equinox, which historically marked the beginning of spring, was occurring on March 11th instead of March 21st. This discrepancy did not go unnoticed by Pope Gregory XIII, who in 1582 introduced the Gregorian calendar. Building upon Caesar's framework, Gregory made a crucial adjustment to the leap year rule. While still occurring every 4 years, leap years were omitted on centennial years, not divisible by 400. For instance, 1700, 1800, 1900, and 2100 are not leap years. But 2000 was, as it is divisible by 400. The Gregorian calendar's refined leap year rule brought the average calendar year length closer to the actual solar year length, reducing the annual discrepancy to a mere 26 seconds. This adjustment effectively realigned the calendar with astronomical phenomena, preserving the integrity of seasonal cycles and astronomical events. Despite its mathematical precision, the leap year remains a source of fascination and curiosity. Its rarity, occurring only once every 4 years, imbues February 29th with a sense of novelty and excitement. People born on this quadrennial date, often referred to as leaplings or leapers, celebrate their birthdays with a blend of amusement and distinction. Throughout history, February 29th has been associated with peculiar customs and traditions. In Scotland, for instance, it was once believed that a woman could propose marriage to a man on Leap Day, a practice stemming from an alleged decree by Queen Margaret of Scotland in the 13th century. This tradition, immortalized in the 2010 romantic comedy Leap Year, persists in modern folklore as a day for women to take the reins in matters of the heart. Moreover, February's leap year status has inspired cultural expressions in literature, music, and art. From Gilbert and Sullivan's operetta, The Pirates of Penzance, where the protagonist is bound by duty to serve as an apprentice until his 21st birthday, which falls on February 29th, to the whimsical imagery of frogs and leaping animals associated with leap year festivities. February 29th has woven itself into the fabric of cultural imagination. In conclusion, February's leap year status offers a window into the complex interplay between human ingenuity and celestial phenomena. From the ancient Romans' attempts to synchronize lunar and solar calendars, to Pope Gregory XII's refinement of the leap year rule, the evolution of our calendar reflects humanity's enduring quest for temporal order and cosmic harmony. So, as we marvel at the peculiarities of leap year, let us not only celebrate the quirkiness of February, but also appreciate the timeless wisdom encoded within its fleeting days. Leap years are strange, aren't they? By the way, I have a friend who was born on February 29th. Let's talk a little bit about the Japanese bean throwing event. Setsubun is a traditional Japanese event that takes place on February 3rd. It is often translated as bean throwing festival or bean scattering ceremony. Setsubun marks the day before the beginning of spring, according to the lunar calendar. During Setsubun, people participate in various rituals to ward off evil spirits and invite good fortune into their homes. One of the most common customs involves throwing roasted soybeans, called fukumame, both inside and outside the house while shouting, "Oni wa soto, fukuwachi," which means, "Out with the demons, in with good luck." This practice is believed to purify the home and bring blessings for the upcoming year. Additionally, eating a specific number of soybeans, often corresponding to one's age, is thought to bring good health and fortune. Setsubun is celebrated with enthusiasm across Japan, with schools, temples, and households joining in the festive spirit to welcome the arrival of spring. When I was little, my family used to scatter beans. Thank you for watching until the end. What memories do you have of February? Let's meet again.